Speed bag history lesson, evolution of the EVO14. The first 14 was the first swivel that I had engineered. My friend Aris built this in AutoCAD, and he found a company to have it printed. When it got to me, I made copies of it and then made castings of it. So this is actually made out of high performance polyurethane resin. I had to drill each one of these out. So if you had Everlast, I'd drill them out for Everlast. If you had Tidal, I'd drill them out for Tidal. I hated people having to drill holes in their drums. That's why I came up with the EVO14P. P for patent pending. These holes were game changers. This was the first universal fit swivel that you could find out there on the market. It could fit anything from an Everlast down to a Forza, 2-inch spread into a 1.75 spread. Still made out of resin. I'm having to make all these. In comes the MP, mass production. This was the prototype of the model that I chose to go with, the type of plastic. It was the only one that was colored this way. Absolutely gorgeous, hit fantastic. Sent it out to all the guys that have it tested. They loved it, so we went into production with it. Then I found somebody to help me with stainless steel. I wanted to try making a swivel that, because everybody had talked about an all metal swivel, so I tried making an all metal swivel. It is just, you would drop a stainless steel core ball in there with stainless steel eye hook, and it is loud. I'm just going to say that is friction on friction. The way that it's built is stainless steel versus stainless steel. Just for fun, I had one made with rifling. I'd actually asked my manufacturers, like, hey, can I get that? Because we had started working on an insert model. I was like, can I get it with the insert? And they said, nah, because the rifling would actually penetrate where the insert was going to be. Should have done it anyways. Would have looked cool. You can tell that these are prototypes because they all have EVO14 on them, okay? Even this one. This was the very first one that had an insert. EVO14, where is it? There you go. Yep, right there. All right, so this was mine. This was the one that I hit on all the time. I even said it, my ex. So, but I drew on here that I wanted to have a place that if I wanted to get this insert out, these are kind of difficult to get out, that I want some pliers to be able to pull that out. So I had them when we came up with the EVO14 XR. We had that in the back. Makes it grab a hold of it, pull it out. Other changes that I did with the XR was I went from a beveled edge like this. Sometimes when guys were using the stealth core ball, there could be a sharp edge right here, and I was having to smooth all those out with some 800 grit sandpaper. Just a little bit of a pain, you know. And so what I changed was I went to a full radius. That way the people who would use the stealth core ball wouldn't have any issues. Put some rifling in there just because it looks badass. And we've got the insert remover. This, just for part of the story, is the CSO #2. Tony Ferguson, the UFC fighter, reached out to me and said, Jeff, I want a custom swivel, one like nobody else. Said, all right. So I had a couple of brass ones made. He said, make one for me, make one for you. All right, I can do that. So I did. And then we've got the final version of the EVO14 XR. It's got the Thrasher house on it, and the lettering's darker. Looks badass.